Puneet is here. Puneet, the estimates, and it's bang in line with estimates, so good work there. But anything that stands out? We couldn't see anything on the numbers which is unusual.
Well, nothing, Neeraj, honestly, because the estimates were so paved down in this particular quarter. Revenue growth and EBITDA growth was just expected to be around 2 to 3%. So within automobiles, companies like Hero, and we'll see that for Tata Motors essentially as well, the estimates are so paved down in terms of growth numbers that while the numbers have come largely in line with estimates, it is still a weaker number in terms of fundamental performance for the company, and that's something that's reflected as well. Revenue was expected to be a 2% growth, it's come at 3.4. So there is the number in terms of EBITDA as well, 1416, which is effectively translating to margins of 14.2%. Bang in line with estimates again, and brokerages were estimating a higher operating leverage. That's why the profits were expected somewhere around 1100 crores. It's come in there as well. So overall, numbers were there, and in terms of performance as well, in terms of sales, we've seen a very slow quarter for the company at roughly about 13.8 lakh units. That's just a 0.7% fall actually in terms of sales compared to the same time last year, which is Q4 of FY24. And there's been a lingering issue essentially in the domestic motorcycle segment that's been reflected in numbers of Bajaj as well. So for the last 6 months, Bajaj's sales in the domestic two-wheeler sales have actually either been flat or have fallen. And for Hero as well, they've reported just a 4% fall for FY25 in sales numbers. So effectively, we will be looking at a lot of commentary coming from the company. We've also had a management change now. Mr. Niranjan Gupta has moved on from Hero. So that is another key aspect. But valuations are at multi-year low for something like a Hero. It's just trading at 16 times price to earnings versus 37 of TVS. So I think commentary in terms of what's happening in the 125cc and no growth in the entry-level segment, that will be something. So the premiumization strategy for Hero will be looked at. But overall, numbers largely in line with estimates that were paved down so much for analysts based on the company's poor sales performance in Q4.
Okay, thank you for that, Puneet, for the very comprehensive explanation on what's happened to Hero in Q4. But Samit here, Samit, I know heard on the street is what we're all waiting for and we're delayed. But first off, GAIL.
Well, on the revenue and the bottom line front, the numbers are pretty much in line. EBITDA is where one factor where there has been a beat of 5%, 3,050 is what the street was estimating. The company has reported an EBITDA of 3,200 crore. Mainly, this beat must have come in from the gas transmission and the gas marketing business of GAIL. These are the two businesses which have been firing for GAIL for the entire part of the FY25, and in Q4 also they have delivered. Now, what is important to track from GAIL is what is their FY26 guidance. The company will be holding a press conference anytime soon, and FY26 guidance for the marketing and the overall EBITDA is something that the street would be wanting to know from the GAIL conference call and going forward.
Yeah, we'll wait for that and maybe get you that tomorrow. But Samit, while we're at it, heard on the street, what are you hearing from dealers?
Well, the first stock on the list is IIFL Finance. The stock is up 5% in trade post a foreign broking firm HSBC upgraded its rating on the stock to buy from hold, and I've also hiked the target price. But the buzz on the street is that there might be a potential fundraise announcement that could come in from IIFL Finance. The NBFC might be looking to raise as much as 400 crore rupees is what the dealers are indicating, and one of the anchor investors or one of the lead investors in this could be Fairfax as well. When it comes to Industars, and if you remember back when Industars had reported their numbers, the company did not announce any dividend, and that was one of the major reasons why the stock had fallen around 7 to 8% in trade. But what I'm hearing on the street is that the company might soon come out with their dividend announcement, and that might be around 15 to 20 rupees is what the dealers are indicating. When it comes to Ceylon exploration, dealers are indicating that large HNIs have started to accumulate this counter, and potentially one of the triggers for Ceylon exploration going forward could be the merger approval with the promoter entity. That could be a big trigger coming in for Ceylon exploration. Syrma SGS and Jubilant Ingrevia, couple of these stocks, dealers had indicated earlier that smart investors are buying ahead of the Q4 numbers. Jubilant Ingrevia did come out with their numbers. It was still a set of numbers. Syrma is yet to come out. So keep an eye out for both these counters in trade. And lastly, Asian Paints. That is one stock that has been, and the buzz on the street is that there could be a potential block deal in Asian Paints. Now, if you remember Siddhant Commercial, this entity owns around 5% stake in Asian Paints, which is a Reliance Industries entity, and this entity could offload some of its stake in Asian Paints is what the buzz on the street is, and that is one of the reasons why Asian Paints is down in trade today.